Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you come into the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that notification bell and subscribe. So, Jamal, this is your baby. This is our walkthrough of social media this week.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Heidi,
Heidi,
welcome.
I
welcome.
can't hear you guys. I don't know why.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we hear you
I don't
perfectly.
know what's wrong.
Try going out and coming back in.
Okay, I'll sit here and look pretty. Hi.
let me see. Let's see if I can.
I
turn this
can't hear a thing. I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to go outside, but I'm in my office.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice. Try going out, going coming back in.
I'm gonna see. Why am I muted?
I don't know. We don't have her
Okay.
muted.
All right, I'm gonna go out. Leave.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys. Well, Heidi is like going out, coming back in to join us. Today, we're just gonna go over some of the shenanigans that's happening on IG and Twitter.
Still can't hear you.
You still can't
What?
hear?
Still can't hear you.
Check your audio on your
Yeah.
I can't hear a thing.
Oh, dang. I keep forgetting. Let me go to private chat.
Sorry, guys.
I
We'll
can't
be
hear
restarting in
you.
one moment.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I can't hear you, but congratulations. I'm going to catch the repeat. I love you, Debbie. I missed you yesterday.
I
But we're going to get
know.
together next Thursday. Love you
Yes.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yes. So
All
hit
right.
us with the first one. What is this that we have?
Awesome. This first one's actually going to come from the IG page called the Bravo Snark Side. Let me pull that up for everyone.
Hello, Blavi.
Hello. Hold on a minute.
Hello.
Hi, everybody in the live chat. Hi, everybody on the replay crew. All right, so
All
what's
right.
this? What's this about?
All right. Can we see you? Yes,
Mhm.
Lisa Vanderpump. All right. So this is from the Bravo Snark Side on IG. So this is a story about Lisa Vanderpump reacting on Twitter to Chris Cullen's accusation in new book. So Bravo Snark Side says Lisa Vanderpump reacts to new book with quotes from her former Bravo producer Chris Cullen, once again accusing her of leaking Puppygate saga, a claim which has been refuted by Radar Online, who broke the story. So, all right, and it's a swipe for her reactions and retweet. All right, so what do we think about this? Like, what do we really think about this?
I thought this was settled. I thought she did do it.
This is boring. This is lackluster. This is déclassé. This is Andy Cohen on his way out with the groom.
Like, is it like? Here's the thing: is this is a whole mess to me. I'm like, but first of all, let's call it a thing. First of all, this is a BS storyline. First of all, second of all, if I were Lisa Vanderpump, I would deny this mess too. Who wants to be responsible for the worst season of Beverly Hills in history? Who really wants
Can
to be
I ask
responsible
you,
for
what
that?
is Puppygate? Because I only know the name. I don't know what the scandal was.
So it's where Dorit adopted the dog, then gave away the dog because supposedly the dog was aggressive towards one of her children. So she gave away the dog to someone, and then they gave the dog away to a kill shelter.
Oops.
And that was literally the whole storyline through the whole season.
Mhm. But Puppygate caused the demise of the relationship between Lisa and Kyle and Lisa and Dorit.
Well, okay, this might sound very vicious. I'm not a Lisa Vanderpump fan.
Well, we kind of know that. You said that in the past. Like, you're just like, I'm not feeling her.
Listen, she's very rich, right? Well, allegedly, because I need to go in her finances because she's friends with Mohammed, and you know scammers like to be together. So we got to check her pockets one good time. And her restaurants are all closed.
Right, and it's very hard to be that rich just based off of restaurants, bars.
And can we be honest? Can we be
Mhm.
messy now?
Mhm.
When are they going to come out and say her husband's a Skittle? I'm just so sick of us pretending like he's straight.
I mean,
Hold on a minute.
Mhm.
but yeah,
I just think he's like European
yeah,
in the David Bowie sense,
exactly.
which
But
could be
they
a
still
Skittle.
talk. They're still talking about this mess. Like what? 2 years, 3 years down the road? Are you serious?
Well, this is all from the new book, right?
Right,
Not all diamonds and rosé or whatever the name is.
right. Let's see some. Let's see.
Can we let's be honest though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Vanderpump, I know y'all all want her to come back, but what for? Like she's not winning right now.
Here's the thing. I like me some Lisa. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about that. But I want to see the show centered around Garcelle, Sutton, and Kathy with Crystal on the side. Like, give me that trio. Give me that. I don't really. Right now, you really don't need Lisa Vanderpump. Let her stay on Vanderpump Rules.
Hi, Liz.
Opening another restaurant. Let her do that. Let's move forward.
Okay, but
Let's
that's another thing. Like, no tea, no shade. Remember how? Okay, we're gonna be very messy now, right? We're gonna go to Atlanta. I'm not watching failing your health expansions Candy Burris restaurant. You think I'm gonna sit here and watch you keep failing your health inspection and listen, I went to her restaurant. Listen, I didn't go out and eat because when I went, they have this thing. You know, if you go there and they about to close the kitchen, like you know how you go someplace and you got 30 minutes and they'll cook for you and you can eat. Not at Candy's restaurant.
Oh,
I heard about that.
They
got there before the scheduled close hours,
Yeah.
but the hostess told them no, they couldn't come in. They were closed. The kitchen was closed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it closes like you know how if you go to a restaurant 9:45, it closes at 10. You can either eat there very quickly or they'll make you something and go. Not Candies.
Oh, how about the $4 ice too?
Well, but I'm saying to myself, like I was trying to support her, but when you failing health inspections like that, why do we need a show? I'm not understanding.
But Jamal, with regards to the ice thing, when I saw that receipt, I actually understood it because I took it as you ordered like scotch on the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting a heavier pour and it just means nothing, no chaser. It's on ice. So I that's how I interpret that bill. Maybe it's because I do drink like scotch on the rocks. Like I drink beverages on the rocks, like scotch and whiskey. So I understood that. I didn't think it was a charge for ice.
Shit. I need to see the menu prices. How much is the scotch? And then how much are you trying to put on the
Her restaurant is not cheap. You know, it's more than the Applebee's, and apparently the food ain't much different.
Not the Applebee's though.
The Applebee's.
So let's close Lisa out. So basically, this is some.
Oh wait,
BS.
were there other pictures? What's in the arrow?
That takes you to Twitter.
Oh,
that takes you to Twitter.
How are you feeling about that book? Because that book has been a hot topic.
I don't want to pay for it, but I
exactly.
Is that bad?
I'm kind of on now. I'm on Debbie's train. I'm not trying to give Andy Cohen no more money.
Well, this is the thing. Remember the View book? It was kind of boring. So I'm not sure what we're going to get from this book.
Maybe that's my hesitancy. And then finding out that it's his publishing company, like...
But here's the thing, though. We also have to take into account that the person who wrote the book said, oh, this book is more about feelings, not facts. I'm like, no, I need facts. I need receipts. Because if you're going to say that Teresa stabbed Danielle, I'm going to need some receipts with the gold. I'm going to need some pictures with that.
Wait, he actually said that? It's about feelings more than facts?
Yes.
I'm definitely not paying for this.
Okay, let's go to the next one. What's in the news?
All right. Give me one moment. Thank you. Now this one pretty much took me out. I mean, I can't even front.
Yes,
where's that?
2 for $20 at Applebee's. And honey, get you some water because you too cheap to get a soda for $3.50.
I can't stand y'all for that.
So it
Give me
comes
that
out
woman.
with 20 and some change, you know?
Oh
At
my
6%,
God.
what would that be? Another $1.20, so a 21.20? Yes, honey. What tip? 25.
All right. So this one killed me. This is from the Real Housewives Zone. Child. Heather Thompson claims Sonia Morgan let men put lit cigarettes in her vagina. What are we thinking about that?
Ouch. That's what I thought about that.
Bobby's face is everything.
Warning,
Oh.
being graphic. Warning. That coochie is as worn out as a church member's alligator slippers he got from church in 1996. You must be out your mind. That dusty thing. I've seen her vagina more than I've seen mine. It's ridiculous.
Okay, from the Real Housewives Zone. In Dave Quinn's explosive new tell-all book, Not All Diamonds and Rosé, the inside story of Real Housewives from the people who lived it, Heather Thompson of Real Housewives of New York City fame claims former co-star Sonia Morgan, 57, allowed men to put lit cigarettes in her vagina. Thompson, 51, shared details of the alleged incident in a section of the tome dissecting Roni season 7 cast trip to Atlantic City. That's actually when I turned on Sonia because I had to literally carry that woman home. Thompson alleged to Quinn. Hold on, let me finish this out. I had scraped her off the carpets. I had taken her out of the vestibule where she was letting guys put lit cigarettes in her vagina. She continued, I had done so much for that woman. Here we are, waiting to go to AC. We all arrived at her house, but the limo wasn't there yet. And it was raining out. Well, she would not let us in. A rep for Morgan did not immediately respond to Page's request for comment. Thoughts? Child, go ahead, Bobby. The people.
This is the thing, though, right? Like, she is worn out like an alligator loafers. The problem with this, Heather, is what were those men doing to you? Because if you want to tell it, tell some of your business. Because you ain't going to get me to believe her vagina was out and they was just taking the cigarettes and dabbing it on her walls and you wasn't doing anything either. I understand you're married, but what was you doing?
And here's my thing. I read some of the comments. So going to the comments, people are like, why are you talking about this? And you clout chasing. They're like, your 15 minutes of fame was up years ago. Stop it. I'm agree with the comment section because they was lighting Heather's behind, and I don't blame them. How you really? No.
I think I saw something on Sonia's response to this, which was, really, your husband wanted a threesome.
Oh, well.
Be careful what you let
Right.
out there, Heather. You know, because people got information on you too, honey. I don't know.
Well, L.A. Earl talking about sounds like it might have been a typical Sonia party trick. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done. Tracy's like,
Wow.
right? That's how I look at it.
This was so uncalled for. It just is like out of even this is even a bad way to clout chase.
That was my thing. Like, if you want clout chase, this is the best you can do. You were just on you were just like a friend of the previous season. Why use this of all things?
Well, doesn't she do this on her podcast or whatever it is that she has? Like, she just goes and she releases tidbits that are not very flattering to everybody else. And I don't like Heather. Sorry.
Here's the thing with Heather. I used to like her.
Really?
Taking out Holla, that drove me insane. Holla retired that bullshit. But I used to like her until like you could see her like in every situation. She just knew everything. Like,
Ooh.
and she loved to like to other people how they were wrong. I'm like, well, you be loud and wrong all the time. So what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Listen, I know we're not bringing this up. I don't know if you heard this. So I was minding my business, right? And I was going through the chat because, we might get Denise back on Beverly Hills. Let me tell you what happened. So Denise's daughter, Lola, I think, is living with Charlie Sheen and dropped out of high school because she said high school was too much for her and her mother was emotionally abusive. Then they went to court. And the court documents said that Charlie Sheen has custody of both children. So Denise child support was broken down to $0 a month. Denise, girl, what we gonna do?
Shit, she be talking about Beverly Hills, renter or no renter.
Like her child
Okay.
support is $0, and she ain't making. When have you seen Denise?
Wasn't she on a soap opera?
Yeah.
Isn't that Rena?
No,
No,
Denise
like
was on.
Young and Rest,
Yeah, she was
Bold
on.
and
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
something?
Because remember, she had the script in front of her when on the reunion.
Well, Denise, girl, you in trouble. You know it's bad when Charlie Sheen got custody of your two kids, and you know how he be wilding.
That we could discuss that on another show because that's a whole different conversation. Like, cause you made a very good point. But back to Heather, child, no. But see, here's the thing with Heather. Here's what I think what she's doing. She's angling to come back because she sees the cast is all broken up. They mad at each other, like not talking to each other. So she sees this as a good, like, ooh, they know me. So, and they probably in a tight pinch with the cast. So let me drum up some controversy so they might look at me to put me on the show to fight with Sonia. I think that's what it really is. Because if you read the cast, like Ebony's not talking to nobody talking to Ebony. Leah's mad at Ebony, who's supposed to be her friend. Sonia's just Sonia. Ramona and Luann ain't talking to Ebony. So it's a whole Roni is a whole mess. So she's angling to get herself back on that show. Like, you can't tell me otherwise.
And she's married. And I think
Yep.
there's a big call for actual married women to be on a show called Housewives.
I agree. I totally agree. Are we good to move on to our next story?
Yes.
Cool. Give me one moment. All right, now this one was hilarious to me. This one's gonna come from All About the Real House, all about the Real Housewives TRH. So give me one moment. Let me share that with you guys. All right. So this is about Bethany versus Carol again. So Carol Radziwill and Ramona Singer say Bethany Frankel set up photo of Tom D'Agostino cheating at the Regency. I mean, what? So Bethany
I believe it. I believe it.
Go ahead, Debbie. Why do you believe it?
Because Bethany always brings receipts. So she knew what he was doing Tuesday nights at the Regency bar. He knew. She knew. So she said, okay, this is what my friend told me that she doing with Tom. I'm going to need you when she calls me to say that she meeting with Tom down at the bar. I'm going to need you, my assistant, to go on down there, buy yourself a drink. I'll pay your taxi to and fro, time and a half. Go and get a picture and then send it to me.
Wow, you said Bethany
She has a really good way of, she thinks like a producer. She knows what would make good storyline. And she didn't care that she took down Luann in the process. And I think in the back of her head, she kind of justified it as, I'm letting you know before you make a mistake by marrying him. But I think she orchestrated it. I think she knew he was cheating on Luann, and she got her assistant to go and send her the receipts.
Bobby, what are your thoughts?
Listen, this is a lot of New York for a lot of women who don't matter. This is my thing, right? I didn't understand why Luann was so, like, this is going to sound very rude and very heartless, but Luann needs money. And if Tom can pay her bills and he needs a little poom poom on the side, he needs a little poom poom on the side. Because Luann is out here struggling. Her children unsued her for taking their money and they living broke. Her man is over there in Ethiopia with the princess. Like, come on. Y'all got to be better about this. She needs money. If he going to cheat from time to time, it's all right. And this is weird coming from Bethany. Because love her, hate her, Bethany is that single friend with too much time on her control. She know Leanne. She knows she needed that bag. She knows she don't have a skinny girl margarita, and she out here gonna make her struggle. What is Luann gonna do when Housewives ends?
Can't say it, Gio Bobby. Stop it. You said Bethany just don't like her that much. She's gonna take away her money.
Yeah.
Look, That's so cold. Oh my goodness.
You know,
Oh.
she don't care. Tom cheated on her. The first husband cheated. She would have stayed, but she was just too embarrassed.
That's what it was. And I'm going to agree with that part. So I'm going to agree with Debbie with the fact that Bethany knew, because Bethany knows everything. Because remember, we have to go back. Bethany was the one who outed Ramona and Mario's marriage issues. Remember when she said, it was like, are you sure? Like, we know what you be doing. I'm like, uh-oh. What? So Bethany, I agree with Debbie on that. I think Bethany knew, but she wasn't going to say nothing without the receipts. So I agree with that. And I agree with Balavi on the point that, you know, Bethany's out for the Luann's bag. I can't, because, you know, she's struggling. You know, like,
She's struggling out here.
She's struggling out here in the streets. I mean, and I'm going to agree with you again. Like, had Tom been more discreet, and I think she said this on the show, that it was more about, it wasn't even about the cheating. So, like you just said, your first husband cheated on you, and then y'all had open marriage, and then he really embarrassed you, so y'all got a divorce. Then Tom was cheating on you before y'all got married. He embarrassed you. He sort of apologized, and you still married him, so you didn't look foolish. Like Missy said, Luann is going to marry Tom rather than admit she was wrong, and that's exactly what she did.
But can we be honest? Luann cheats too. Remember, she cheated on Jacques with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, the pirate.
And why did her and Jack break up? Why did her and Jack break up?
Because he cheated. Because she cheated.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
Yeah.
I thought he wanted a baby. And she wasn't going to lie to y'all and get an egg donor and say that she had a baby at 50 like a miracle.
I think that was storyline cover up, but basically I don't think Jacques, like, I think Jacques would be okay if he's there, but she went on the trip and she did it behind his back and lied about it, and that's what he couldn't take.
Exactly. I agree with that one. So Bethany's a whole mess. Now I agree with both of you on your points that
listen, I couldn't be friends with no Bethany. Messing up my bags, knowing I'm struggling out here with my shopping bag.
the same Chanel.
Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to get a little Chanel and Gucci too.
Right. Exactly. Like, you know, Giovanni might not, I mean, if I was Luann, I would make sure that Giovanni partnership is going at least through 2025, just to be safe.
Yeah, you know what? We need to find a husband or boyfriends for Sonia, because if I have to see Sonia on this one more, you know, thinking about it, has Sonia ever had a boyfriend on this show?
Frenchie
guy.
Frenchie.
Yeah.
He was the only one.
You mean the escort? That wasn't no boyfriend.
The part-timer.
Right.
Like, it's nothing wrong with being single and living your best life, but Sonia needs money, so she need to sit there and marry a rich man again.
Right. And where she made that mistake was not selling that townhouse as soon as she got divorced.
You know what? I would have loved to see Sonia on that show when she was going through her divorce and seeing her ex-husband kick her out. I would have loved to seen that.
Well, I mean, not kick her out.
You know, the tea is she slept with that guy on the Today Show, Donnie Doverick, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Donnie Deutsch.
She slept with him and left JP Morgan and Chase. But y'all are fools, honey.
Yeah, no.
I sleep with a Chase and I'm going to mess that up for Donnie. You better sit there and ride him till he dies, you know?
And then I'm sorry, this is not to be mean or rude, but ma'am, you don't mess, I'm with Bobby, you don't mess Chase up. You and me, I've been popping out kids. I'd have had one by him, like naturally, you know, just to say I did it, you know, like I had my baby. And you don't think I wouldn't have had 2 surrogates pregnant with me at the same time?
Yeah, I would have had at least 5. At least
3.
At least, no, 5. When we were divorcing, I would have used his sperm and got another one just for 20 years.
I'm just saying. Because
she has no marketable skills. Let's be honest. Sonia can't find a job. Like, she just can't work.
I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Sonia working at the Target? She would be getting you upset.
I mean, I love me some Sonia, but
can you imagine Sonia Hi, welcome to Target. I'm Sonia Morgan. No, she'd be
No.
sitting there playing with the things and the toys like a child. No.
Or she would be over at the ATM machine. Why isn't this part of the family? I can just see it.
Stop it. While wearing the family crest, though. Don't forget the family crest.
That's true.
You got
But
rid of
that's
the
an
family-
infraction. You can only wear the Target logo.
She can have
She
some
needs-
family crest earrings.
She needs a rich, and I'm surprised Sonia can't get another rich man. I'm really surprised.
I'm not. She's too known. I'm sorry. She's
Oh,
too known.
she was just popping the pussy too much.
Yes.
Maybe she could be a madame. Maybe that would good because she likes throwing up her legs.
She doesn't
Ooh.
have the business acumen to do that.
Correct.
But maybe if she went to London, because they don't care about things like that, she could still what's her name? And Pika's man, because he was a porn star, and she could get some money. Because you know that's how they do.
You know what? Let's be honest. With Sonia, to me, she strikes me as a person who would fit in more in Europe anyway, because she loves
Mhm.
Europe. Why not go? Why not go there?
Go to France.
That where people really don't know you too much.
Mhm.
You know, stay out of France for a little bit. Go to like Amsterdam or Brussels, someplace cute like that where they
What
don't really
about
know you.
Monaco? She can find like a
Mm-mm.
really wealthy person in Monaco and
And the
live
taxes
under
are
the
friendly.
radar.
Yes.
No, but you remember, she's like, she needs to get a good pounding every night. So maybe an Italian?
Okay. Yeah. You know, like like a nice little Rome-ish.
Yeah.
Or a little Tuscany, one of those
Yeah.
little people.
Get yourself a count or something like that, or one of those useless titles like Luann.
Not useless, child. Oh my goodness.
Thank you,
So-
App.
Right. So are we good to go on to our last? This comes from Twitter, and this
Yeah.
is from the Housewives reunion, the Beverly Hills reunion. So give me one moment to get that set up.
Oh, is it the drawing of Erica's face?
No.
Darn.
All right. So this comes from Twitter. The unexpected
Oh.
double drag. Ouch. Who's Carlton? Exactly. Oh my god. I was like, damn. So, Blobby, did you watch the reunion?
Nope.
Okay, so they were so basically what it was, Andy was asking about Dorit being long-winded, and so a viewer said, Dorit, people like Garcelle, Kyle, and Carlton said, like, you're long-winded, yada yada yada, right? And then Garcelle's like, who's Carlton? And Kyle's like, exactly. I was like, damn, really? Is this how we gonna do Poe Carlton? She ain't been on since what, season 5? But good lord, come on now. Debbie, what were your thoughts when you heard that?
Well, it
And this is Queens
Somehow
of Bravo, by the way. Sorry about this. This
Yeah.
is Queens of Bravo on Twitter, and I believe they have an Instagram as well. So make sure you guys, like everyone, make sure you're following these pages because they talk a lot of mess, especially on Instagram. They be having me hollering.
to me, when I heard that on the reunion, it kind of confirmed my suspected alliance between those Kyle and Garcelle.
Okay, so we talked about this. I'm not sure if we talked about this yesterday on the show. We talk about this on the show? Was it just amongst ourselves about
I
the
can't remember.
alliance? But okay, let people know what your theory is on this.
I think that with Kathy's help, that she's gotten Kyle to align herself with Garcelle, and I think Kyle was the one who told Garcelle about what Lisa said about the not wanting to bring up race on the show. So yeah, I although Kyle is part of the three muscleheads who are supporting Erica in her It's Not Me bid, I do think that Kathy is in there trying to weed out Lisa Rinna.
Mm-hmm. Bob, what are your thoughts on Debbie's theory?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all doing the Lord's work. Y'all sitting here watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Listen, I really did try, and then my eyes said it can't.
Tuesday's episode was a bore, though. It was.
But see, this is my problem. Don't be putting forward. It needs to be one part. It needs to be live, so we could ask. And you know what it needs to be? It needs to be a messaging board. So little Mr. Andy Cohen can't have people calling in, and they just need to read the messages off the screen and keep going.
I was gonna ask you about that. Would you, and using your premise, 90-minute reunion, but it's live, and then you have a screen, like you'll have an Instagram screen, and you have a Twitter screen. That way, they can pull up the actual tweets and actual questions live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it needs to be live because, and then too, I'm so happy Miss Andy is going to lose her job. Honey, that would be the day because I've been tired of Miss Andy because I see that they've been firing people on 90 Day and we might get a good season this season. I'm not speaking too soon because, Soulja Boy always gives us the foolishness. So somebody done got fired over there at TLC.
Well, it's long overdue because they really lost me. They lost me. I could not watch it. I tried to watch this season of 90 Day.
Debbie tried.
And then as soon as Evelyn came on, I was like, I turned off my entire television. I didn't even flip the channel or anything. I turned it off and I walked away. Could not stomach this storyline anymore. And I told Jamal, no, I'm not doing this.
Well, no, actually what it was, you asked me, like, are we doing it? I said, no, I'm not going to waste my time.
Well, you know what? Since we're talking about on the blogs, did you see that the warning, if you're deeply offended by people telling the truth about occupations that are unsavory, please remove yourself from this live screen. Anyways, did you hear about Juliana, the AKA prostitute, allegedly leaving Michael?
That was all over. We're covering TLC next week.
Okay.
This is Bravo. This is like every week we're gonna cover a different.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying that was too much. Mm-hmm. Because you know what? I want to know why they got divorced. I think she cheated because this is the thing. She's sitting there talking about, I was taking care of the family. How?
Ma'am. Now, I will say that she was helping out with his kids and she was there for his ex-wife. I'm going to give her that. But you didn't get divorced for no reason. I'm sorry.
Listen, Juliana, and I hate to be like this. I hate to be rude. But some of y'all live in Disney fantasy land. She got one more marriage to make this work. She already done messed up too. She got one more time to find a rich man and let this work out and get the baby. I'm so sick of this with her.
Here's my theory behind that breakup. All right. So his ex-wife told her he getting ready to go into financial problems. How I know this? Because he told me, girl, cut and run now. Because she has that prenup, doesn't she? They did a prenup before they got married. I think the ex-wife counseled her, do the divorce now, get your money before there's none left, and find you a rich man.
I don't think he had money though. And that was the thing. He was lying when he started this show.
Mm-hmm. But I think I think the wife gave her the heads up so that she didn't hang on until the very, very end when it all crashed. Who knows if the sale of the house is the only thing that she gets from this marriage.
But since we're going to so you're just doing Bravo today, right? So let's get some Bravo tea. Since we're just talking about Bravo, let's talk about Black Girl Jen and New Girl Jen. Jenny.
Oh, okay.
I knew she was lying when she was talking about she came in a boat from, where was it?
Vietnam.
I said, what you telling that lie for? I knew she was lying when she told her she came from that boat. And then let's get into her husband with the chiropractor.
He's a mess.
Now let's talk about this because I knew her husband was a chiropractor and that wasn't a doctor, and that's why she said it because she's really upset about that. Because
Uh-huh.
I don't think Jenny ever worked. I just think Jenny got lucky, and I think she was one of those party girls. That's what I think about Jenny. I think she was party hopping from place to place, being a young thotty, and then married the first semi-wealthy man she met.
And that would explain calling him Butterface.
Mm-hmm. I think Jenny did it all. I think she did the black men, the white men, the Latino men. Yeah, honey. I think she's been around the world like Heather. I saw something in their eyes.
You said I saw something in their eyes. I'm so mad at you about that, Bobby. You not something in their eyes.
Now let's go to Black Girl Jen. Can Sharif bring his side chick on the show too?
You mean his other family?
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's where y'all differ. Debbie thinks it's another family.
Well, he is no, let me stop.
He did. No, he brought it up on the show. Remember last season when he said, and she got real upset about that. And I'm like, wait, touch the nerve? Do he got another family? Wait, what?
Well, and then let's talk about the other felons on the show. When is Lisa?
Hold on a second. Let me do one thing while we're talking. My apologies, since we were just talking about this. I did want to just show the people. Again, this is from Bravo Snark Side. Shout out to them. Yes, here we go. Drama. Solitary drama as Jenny Nguyen alleged niece drops TikTok video calling out her aunt and uncle, saying both are fake and will do anything for money, while cynically suggesting sister wife storyline is just that fake. Wow.
Yeah, and she claimed like they did something to her parents.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, child.
We might have to add TikTok now because they wilding out on TikTok.
They wilding out on TikTok. But she's lying. That whole storyline is a lie. But the reason why she told y'all he was a chiropractor is like a doctor, because it's not. A chiropractor does not go to medical school. I know it's unfortunate. You don't. And but you know how people feel about that. You know how people are when they want to stunt and flex.
Yeah, Kelly Swat, she corrected us on that because I was one of those people. Oh, they're a doctor. I'm just not going to one of them, but they're a doctor. And yeah, she corrected us in our thank you, Kelly, for giving us that breakdown on it. Chiropractors, dentists, and somebody else.
Dentists are not medical doctors, true, but they go to dentistry school. So we gonna give like heavenly. That's why they be reading her down. It's like, sis, you did not go to medical school. Back up.
All right, Bobby. So we're at the 38-minute mark, but there was another felon you wanted to talk about. So who's the last felon? Who's the last
felon? Well, we have two. I'm waiting for Lisa Barlow to go to prison because I, for the life of me, feel like she was low key in that. I think she might have gotten a plea deal, and it's her.
Bobby, I have a question. Tying to that, do you think Lisa Barlow was an investor in Jen's company?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That was my thing.
I think they all been scamming and scheming with the PC. I'm waiting for a PPP loan scam too with them because I'm sure they got some of that money too. I'm waiting for that as well. And I think that they was both scamming and scheming. And she's like, ooh, Jen was scheming like Apollo. Ooh, I could get a good a deal with this. And then I think she told Meredith, because, Meredith is the interchangeable. And she knew Meredith wasn't doing nothing but drinking in that house, being upset and miserable. And she said, ooh, you want to get Black Girl Jen back? Call the FBI. I'm going to give you everything. But you got to be the one in front because I can't look messy like that because, I'm still scamming and scheming too.
Oh, my God.
But it makes sense, though, when you put it in those terms, because I've said this over several lives, that go back and watch that reunion when Meredith said, when Andy was asking Jen, like, what is your company? No, he asked, does any of the ladies know what Jen's company is about? And Heather said, I have no clue how it works. When Lisa said that, oh, Jen makes a lot of money. But the key thing? Hold on, but then, like, that's when Lisa says, "Oh," and Meredith knows exactly how it works. That was a clue to me, and it ties into what Bobby just said, that Lisa gave Meredith everything. She played dumb on the reunion. She didn't play dumb. She just didn't give details, but she quickly threw Meredith out there. Said, "Oh, Meredith knows how it works." So, Bobby, I'm on your train.
Yeah,
Lisa
you know when
gave
I knew she
everything.
was bad? When she stole her sister's man and married him. I said, if
Oh.
you could steal your sister's man and marry him, you out here scamming and
can't.
scheming.
I can't. Oh my God. What was a trigger for me on that same reunion show? What's his name? Andy asked Jen what it is that she does with her company. And she said some sort of like word salad that made no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa was the only one to say, I understand that perfectly. How do you understand that when no one else on this stage does, unless you're in it?
So Lisa said she understood perfectly, but I thought she said, I just thought, I'll go back and watch it. I could swear she just said, like, oh yeah. Oh, I think she said, I know how it works. Jen makes a lot of money, and then
let's talk.
Then she threw Meredith out there.
I think Lisa's gonna throw over Whitney too, because she was burned by Whitney getting her last season and being the fan favorite. She about to go after her husband because he's scamming and scheming too.
Oh, but that's out there though. That was in Tampa.
No, but you know her. She's gonna get close, swipe herself around, give the FBI more evidence.
But here's the thing here's the problem with Whitney. With the problem with Whitney. If him being the CEO of an MLM is already out there, so
they said he was under investigation right?
before the first season, but we never saw that for some reason.
But I think that was part of the reason why they took her, because he was under investigation.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay. One more story before we go, because we have to talk about this. This was the biggest housewife news, y'all. What is Megan Edmonds' vagina made out of?
Oh my God. Like unicorns, rainbow, and cotton candy with Skittles thrown, like projecting out.
Because shout out to her.
How did
3
she
kids?
land him?
I don't know how she pulled that off.
And on an app, within weeks, they were committed to each other. After like a 5-hour phone call, he was on a flight to go to her, and then he introduced her to the family as if this was
the one.
Yeah.
And then listen, even if we know this is going to end in a divorce, hopefully she'll pop a baby out. She better. She's set for life. That political money is great. That'll keep you rich for life.
Mm-hmm.
We could have her boring self come back to the OC now.
And then she got the alimony and the child support money. So from Jim, so she's good there too.
Doesn't alimony stop when you get remarried?
Yeah, alimony stops.
But
the alimony stops.
The child support.
She keeps the child support. You're right.
Yeah.
Is it bad? I forgot she got married that quick.
Yeah, but you know what? We gotta have a conversation when we talk not about Bravo, about Jeannie Mai. We gotta talk about her.
We need to do a hot topic shenanigans.
We have to talk about her because
Bobby, email me about Jeannie Mai. Just send me an email so I know next week we could do hot topics that we could throw Jeannie Mai in the mix too.
Yes, because you gotta throw in Jeannie Mai and her husband and all that foolishness on her ex-husband, because y'all know what? I was checking divorces. She's paying that man $15,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
$15,000 a month
for him to be with another woman. And remember, California's for life once it's 10 years. So if he never marries again, he got her money. So Jeezy is paying Freddie $15,000 a month.
That's a damn shame. Yeah, just shoot me an email.
Yeah, and we got to talk about the divorces, because Erica's divorce hasn't gone through yet. We got to see what that is. We got to talk about Dr. Dre and his wife's divorce.
Oh, child.
Let me tell you what his divorce says. she can't get married or have a long-term partner. So she got to be single for the rest of her life to get alimony.
To get the alimony, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
to
can't
get
have no man live with her. No.
Well, is the alimony good enough to have two separate houses? Like you have the playhouse and you have your house.
Well, remember, she don't have no child support because her children are grown.
Right.
She can't get child support. Alimony she could get for life because they were married 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's 375,000, right, Jamal? A month?
Something that I'm gonna look into
Let me
this
tell
because
you.
we're looking at divorces.
For $375,000 a month, I would be a flicking nun.
She
I
wanted
would
2
be a
million.
Yeah.
She wanted 2
you
million.
aim high and negotiate down.
No, she's still, remember, she's a lawyer. So we're going to see how this lands up. But we need to do a hot topic.
Did she get a lump sum?
No.
Curious.
No.
Payments.
No payment. And then he's fighting her. And then remember, he can sit there and say that he's making less money. This is going to be a mess with this divorce.
He's going to drag this. He's going to drag this out.
Not to be morbid, but what happens in case of his untimely demise?
Nothing.
She gets nothing else.
Nothing.
Oh,
Because you can't because you can't divorce a dead person.
Because that's how he got a stroke, and nothing's in her name anymore. He took her off all the documents.
Everything.
Right.
That's why.
I mean, so she got no lump sum.
Nope.
And just a monthly payment until his demise. Or
no,
until
it's
she
not
gets a
even
boyfriend.
done yet. She's just getting emergency spousal support. This isn't even.
So the 375 is emergency spousal support.
Emergency.
Right.
Oh, okay. So this isn't the final.
No, because we're still fighting.
No, and she's not gonna. And she got the divorce. Listen, if I was in LA County, I would be at the courthouse. Cause I'm gonna go to see Black Girl Jen. When y'all say it is February, I'm gonna go down to the
Southern District.
Yeah, she's gonna be at the Southern District. So I'm gonna go see Black Girl Jen with the braids.
Are you gonna be doing live reporting?
I can't. You can't live report in the. But I will
not
be
even from outside.
There.
Like before you go in and do a teaser.
You can sit in if it's an open courtroom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can sit in because the Epstein one of my friends sat into that one.
Oof.
So I'll be going to seeing Black Girl Jen. Do you think she'll go to Rikers? DSJ, let's go together.
She's going to go to some like cushy Martha Stewart type pen. She's not going to do
Rikers is the holding. Like, isn't that what they do? Like when, like before you, like while you're on trial.
Like
yeah,
an
but that's
SVU.
federal.
Got you.
Rikers was
she got
federal.
A federal case. That's a federal case she got because remember it was cross state lines.
Right.
So I'll be there. Who else is going to jail? Oh, you know, Teresa got engaged.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the ring?
I didn't see the ring.
Curious.
I didn't see the ring.
And he's never been married and doesn't have children?
Yes, he does. He has 2.
He has 2. Okay.
He has 2 children. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get some little intel because my people say that right here in Harlem, he does a lot of his entrepreneurship. So, you know, I'm going to be in these streets and let us know what's the real deal on him. We're going to get his business.
And she did buy a house with him, right?
She did. She sold the one on the show. She sold it for 2.25.
Oh, she did sell her
She
in
sold
Joe's
it.
house. Oh, okay.
That's not good. She paid $5 million for that house.
Oof.
She paid $5 million for that house. Rikers is the New York Department of Correction. It's a federal facility in New York also. Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder where she'll go to jail. You think she'll go to jail? No, she won't get a Martha Stewart jail. Remember she's Black Girl Jen. She's gonna go to jail like Apollo.
Apollo went to 2 prisons. He was between Jersey and Pennsylvania. He was in 2. He got moved during his sentence, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, maybe they'll give her like a buffet of prisons.
Oh, did we talk about Courtney and Travis engagement? That is so attention seeking. Listen, I'm waiting for the other 2. What's the name? MGK and Megyn Kelly. Listen, you know you have not made it in Hollywood when the only thing people talk about is who you dating, not what you're doing. Megan Fox, and I hate this for her. She's such a pretty girl, but a trash actress. She has yet to materialize all the fame she gets on a real good project.
Oof.
But what do you think about it,
How old
Jamal?
is she and how old is
Oh, we know
Machine
this.
Gun
We know that.
Kelly?
We know this is attention seeking.
Travis Scott is 45, Kourtney Kardashian's 42.
Right, but Megan Kelly and Machine Gun.
Machine Gun should
Whatever.
be 31. Should be, I don't know, 35 or something.
Oh.
She's still young because remember, she was like 18 when she got with the guy from 90210.
Brian Austin Green. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see her age. Megan Fox is, of course, a picture with that nasty man. 35. Yep, and Machine Gun Kelly's 31.
Okay.
And he has 3 kids, and she has 3 kids. He has 1. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, we got to put her in the divorce too, Jamal. You know she's gonna pay that Brian Austin Green 50% of her money, and she's allegedly worth $8 million.
No.
Wow.
And we got to talk about Adele. They say she gave her ex-husband $100 million.
Oh well, she can afford that. She's okay. But I'm not.
I
giving
don't
her
care how
100
much
million.
you could. I
And
would
the house
burn.
across the street.
I would burn my money before I give anybody 100 million just for being Mr. Adele.
Yeah, no.
And that's not even including the child support he's gonna get, because you know she about to sing her woes and scream it up. She about to get a whole bag off of
Exactly. That's what she said. Like, I'm gonna give you 100 million, but I'm gonna make 500 million off this. So okay, fine, whatever.
Do you think she'll marry LeBron James? You think she's gonna go with another broke man? Because I was hoping she would go for a rich one this time.
I hope she does a good prenup. If she does.
Exactly.
But anyways, guys, it's been a lovely chat. Let me know. We have to have a divorce one because we got to talk about these messy divorces and how people, I be in these Hollywood streets. I'm looking forward to Erica Giraldi's divorce after we get her. Do you think she'll go to federal prison?
Oh, she worked out. In my opinion, I think she worked out a deal.
Yeah, I do too.
But for her, being broke is worse than going to prison, right? She's one of those.
The reason why it's worse is because we don't know this, but we're going to assume that she didn't squirrel any money away. That's why it looks bad.
I think she
20
do have
years,
some money.
20 years, because I'm looking at the picture and she's savvy. 20 years and you got no money stashed away? Zero?
You know where I think
I just can't believe it. I'm sorry.
I think it's in her mother's house in Georgia. That's where I think it is. Because everybody thinks they hate each other. That's where I think it is.
I can go with that.
But anyways, guys, it was good to see you. But we have to talk about the divorces and the mess. Because these divorce settlements, I would burn my money before I ever give a man 100 million. I said it.
All right, Blobby, thank you so much for joining us for this first show of This Week in Twitter and Instagram. What do you think?
Right.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
I like it. I mean, I do though need to go back on. You got to do Twitter, Instagram, and you got to put on the TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
TikTok be popping.
They acting a fool on TikTok too.
They acting a fool. They acting a fool on it.
So we'll add TikTok.
Okay, we got to talk about this. One more thing before we go. I heard, warning, Kenya Moore fans, warning. Kenya Moore done got her a new man.
I saw him. Yes.
Now, do we think he paid? Do we think she paid for it?
Probably. But who is he? Is he like? Did she get him from the bargain basement bin, or is he like top notch?
He seems youngish.
He seems young.
If it's the blogger, are we talking about the light skinned guy? Yeah, and I saw that photo on Instagram on her own.
Yeah, he seems like he's in his late 20s most.
I don't blame her.
But see, late 20s, early 30s at the oldest.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this though, she was glowing in that picture though.
Listen,
she had nice.
Oh,
she looked
so her
good.
complexion has improved.
Yes.
So
She
you
looked
think it's one
good.
of those
Stella.
ejaculation facials? I'm
It
just
could
saying.
be. It could be. But she looked good though. She looked happy. She was smiling. I'm like,
Yeah,
dang.
so we proud of Kenya. We happy that
Yes.
she done got somebody. We
Yes.
also know that Fallon and Jalen are expecting a baby girl. They're
Yes.
engaged.
hmm
Okay. Okay. Not to be messy. She looked a little bit more pregnant than she said she was.
But she's tiny though.
And
So
this is her 4th pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not going to carry small.
no.
And if she's near the end,
Yes.
did you see whether the bump dropped or not?
It looked dropped to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well then she could be ready to pop.
Well, whatever, Bravo messed this up. I don't understand why they were not rolling the cameras from the Mother's Day to now on Atlanta. What the hell did you wait all this time to give us a new season? You should have been taping since Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
They should never stop taping, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
But they need new production. And then what do y'all think about Love and Marriage Huntsville?
I haven't watched it. We've been so busy covering what we cover, we haven't watched it.
But is Martell broke?
Of course he's broke. When he got chilling all around Alabama. Of course he's in Mississippi. He broke.
And he doesn't have a license to do all this time. I thought he was licensed, and so he doesn't have a license.
No,
These are the little
they scam
tidbits.
and scheme.
Oof.
They scam and scheme in the dirty South. You know it. You know it's hard. They scheme up here too. Scheming and scamming. I can't wait till somebody go to jail for that PPP loan scamming. I can't wait.
Didn't somebody already go to jail? Carly Red's ex-husband?
Yeah, but they didn't put him on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we should see the scamming, the scheming. I'm looking forward to basketball side chicks coming back so I can see British go to jail. And then they should put another one. The men, basketball wives. My man's going to jail.
I mean, they just out here doing the most. But I'm glad you guys like that we're covering other platforms, because to me, I haven't seen anyone else do it yet. So I said, well, why not? Because all the mess happens on Instagram and Twitter. Now we got the little TikTok people in there. They wilding out. You got people charging you got people out here charging $15 to see a picture of their child. Really?
Yes. And you have to do the British reality stars too, because they be wilding out across the pond.
Oh yeah, of course we know that. Mavs UK, can't wait for it.
Oh, you gotta watch Mavs UK. Listen, I was up there in London, was like, what is this?
It comes on YouTube. There's a Aussie, the Aussie website, Aussie UK TV. Okay. I think they're okay. They do
it was better than
episodes.
I didn't think the one, you know what it was? Paige and Chris were so aggravating last season. I couldn't do another season.
I haven't watched the whole season. I refuse to do it.
It's even more aggravating because right now they're playing with us. I don't know what these preachers and these, if somebody says I want a sexy man who has a big peen, give her that. Stop giving her what she don't want.
Correct.
Stop saying, oh, this is what you need. No, this is BK. I want it my way.
Right.
All right, guys. It was good seeing you. Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness, that was fun.
Oh yeah, it's just the stuff that goes on Instagram and Twitter. It's good stuff, and this is a fun different thing. So I'm happy. What do you think?
I liked it, and I thought I wasn't gonna know anything that you brought up, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I was pretty much up to date.
Yeah, it's good.
What are y'all talking about? Oh, Kelly, what we did. Well, Jamal, you explain what we did.
Sure.
Today.
Oh, so hey, Kelly. So what we did was this is called This Week in Twitter and Instagram. So what we did, I took 3 clips, 3 posts from Instagram, and we just went over those and gave our commentary on what we thought of them, what's going on, kind of like we basically what we do with recaps, but we just did it with Instagram, and we did one post from Twitter. And all of the pages, I think all of the links are in the description. So if you want to check them out, you definitely can. Like, it was just a good time, and why not talk about different platforms on YouTube? Like, this is information as well. It's just other people are like posting something, and the comments are funny, so it's good stuff. I think you'll like, if you watch the replay, I think you'll get the gist. It's good times.
Cool. And you're adding TikTok to the mix as well.
We're gonna, guys, like, watch them people. I know they wild out because they just be doing the most. So, but yeah, we'll add the little TikTokers to it.
Oh my God. All right, Jamal, this has been a great first of many more to come of these types of shows. I love how you organize this. Good job, Jamal. Oh, thanks, Paranormal.
Thanks, Paranormal.
We appreciate it. All right, my friend. So any final thoughts?
No, we are good.
All right. So until next time.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.